Okay, it's March 10th, and I just found one side of a buck called Kickers. This is one of the bucks that made it through this year. I actually had 3 target bucks this year. You cannot beat that. That is a good day of walking right there. Hopefully we can get up in here and find the other side, but man, I'm telling you, this buck right here, hopefully I can catch up with him next year.
Graham and Quinn Reiher are some of the most persistent hunters I've ever known, from shed hunting to planting food plots and taking 3 weeks of vacation each fall to chase the whitetails we all love so much. It seems like these guys are always in the woods. For this reason, I'm pleased to share with you Derek and Quinn's 2011 Rough Cut. At Whitetails Inc., we do all the work and don't hunt with outfitters or guides on huge pieces of managed property. We're do-it-yourselfers just like you. We're not professional athletes, but sometimes we feel like professional tree trimmers. We have extremely high standards and only compete with ourselves.
I think I just passed about 1,000 inches.
We don't have any cool catchphrase.
Let's party.
Or feel the need to use face paint to fit in. We only use gear that works, and not because somebody's paying us to do so. The only thing that makes us special is our level of dedication. Well, except that Dallas Fort Worth wears a cape and is missing his trigger finger. Welcome to Whitetails Inc.
It's October 1st, 2011. We're back in the stand. We're actually not too far from my house. We've been getting some good pictures. We've been watching some good bucks up in here. This is kind of a funnel area. Just been preparing all year for it, and hopefully it'll pay off. It's Derek and I's second morning up. So far, we have not seen anything on the deer stand. We're just gonna keep chugging away at us. See if we can get something. So hopefully tonight at least we see something. That's our goal. We're right on the field edge. We should. We got 2 bucks we've been after it. Hightower and Kickers. We've had some pictures over on this other side of them, so if they come through, it'll be a good night. The buck we're after is, we call him Freaky. He's actually a pretty neat buck. He's got one side that's perfectly symmetrical, and then the other side just a whole bunch of junk coming off of him. And man, he's an old buck. And he's got to be pushing 6-7 years old. This is a spot that Hightower keeps coming through. That's the buck we're after. Been getting a bunch of daytime photos of him, so man, that's all we want him to do. Came walking in, and there's about 5 scrapes, a couple of them about the size of Volkswagens. So we got all fired up. Hey, that's nice. We're up here in the same set we were the other day. We're just checking the trail camera that's right down here, and there's 222 pictures of it. And the buck we're after, he keeps coming through, but just not during daytime hours. He's getting close, but we just had 3 does run out across the field. We hope something's behind him, but nothing yet. So 15 minutes ago or so, we had 3 does come through, bulls at like 16 yards. We let them go through. Not a real big deal. I'd have probably shot one if we'd had an opportunity, but we just kind of let it go. And just in the last couple seconds, 2 minutes ago, Jahzzar walks through, goes right through that 16-yard shooting lane. That'll make you sick. I mean, it's a great encounter, but all you can say is, gosh dang it. You hunt your whole life and all the time you spend out here just trying to get one of them opportunities, and I don't know, it makes you sick, but oh well. I guess we'll just keep plugging and maybe he'll come back out, but I don't think so.
Counted them up today. I think it was 7 bucks that are all over 150. So just a matter of time till we see something. But we're just having fun. This is our first week of vacation. We got 3 more left. So
I might be wrong.
yeah, you are wrong. Trust me. I'm looking at him.
What should I do?
That's your boy right there. That's your boy.
What should I do? Dig ground? We just seen him. That's high tower over there. We've been getting a bunch of pictures of him right here. Good daytime photos, but here recently it's been at night. But that's him. Wasn't looking too aggressive, but he was right behind a doe. Could have been a little buck. Couldn't see that far. It's about, I'd say about 250 yards away. Just keep chugging away. We keep getting close. We had Jahzzar right here at 16. Couldn't get him shot. We ended up trimming that out. High tower 250 yards are right in the middle. Just gotta keep chugging away at it. Never know, he might still pop out here.
Good buck.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Do you let him have it?
A little one. Start ways at him. Or hit the pond bleed. Hey, he's kind of walking towards us here. There we go.
That kid just got blowed at.
There we go. There he goes.
Just can't get him close enough. I've lost count how many deer we've seen tonight. Gotta be 12 or so. 2 big shooters. 150, 160 plus. This is what it's all about. But we just gotta get him close enough.
We ended up seeing 2 of our shooters last night. There was a big buck out here in this set aside. We found his bed. So we come back, got in here early this morning. We've already had a coyote come through. This place is filled with coyotes, but where that buck's bed's at, it's about 100 yards right over my shoulder here in this set aside. So we're hoping he comes back this morning, goes to get in his bed, and we're going to try to call him over here. Pretty cool little encounter.
Oh, brother, sorry. Anytime it can happen. So, we're waiting for that time. It seems like, I don't want to jinx the situation, but it seems like we've been on the bucks this year. But we just haven't got them close enough. It's got to happen one of these times, I imagine. Yep, it's a little spike. He's got 2 little spikes.
It's the 4th of November. 4th. 0 deer down.
This is a pretty good stand for it in the morning, so we thought we'd buzz up in here and see what we could do. But it's a great spot. All the ridges, everything comes together.
There's a deer. There's a deer.
Angling too much? Uh-oh. 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 I think we got the first kill. It was licking the ladder at the bottom. I was gonna let it go. We've been wanting some people, I want some meat, but usually I just let it go, but it's been under us for like 20 minutes. It's licked the ladder and everything, so it was time to go. But this is right where we shot her. She was kind of angled right here. There's blood all over the place, so we're just gonna track her up. We seen kind of where she ran down the hill, so we're gonna walk over here and drop her. That's what you like to see. Because you didn't even mess my hair up. It's a good day. Right over there in the water. Right on the other side. Thanks.
I wonder how deep that is.
Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. It's gonna be way over our boots, but we're just gonna try it. It's gonna be cold. Quit laughing at me. I wonder how deep it is.
The things they do for deer.
We ended up finally getting her. She went about 300-400 yards, maybe a little bit more. Ended up laying in the creek there. Ended up having to go get wet to get it out. But I don't know. It's all worth it. It's a good doe. It's only got one antler.
Huh?
One antler. Go pet him.
Hold on. Tell them what just happened.
We're coming up in here. There's a whole bunch of scrapes and everything. It's like 35-mile-an-hour winds, so we got out of the tree stand. It's about 8 o'clock or so. Kind of did a little bit of scouting, walked up in here, and we walked right up on this buck.
Sleeping.
I mean, we're not 12-15 yards ahead. Its head
There it
tucked
goes.
in. Had its head all tucked in. Just a little bitty buck, but too bad it wasn't a monster. We'd have had him. So this is a stand we've been really wanting to hunt during the rut, and deer and the bucks are chasing the does everywhere. We finally got our wind, so we crawled up in here, snuck up in here, and gonna see what happens this evening. That was just freaky. It's actually what we call him, but that was a good freaky situation too. But we just had a little buck go over the hill, follow this path not 16 yards from us. And then Quinn looked over her shoulder, and coming right down the road was freaky. And I tell you, every hunter goes through it. They just can't do the simple thing and just follow the road. He walked kind of through the timber, over a little edge. He got within about 45 yards, but he was over the edge of a hill. I could see his antlers going across. So, great encounter with him. We haven't even seen him hard yet. I got some pictures of him in velvet. It's the buck we've been hunting over here. He's just all nasty and freaky looking. He ain't gonna score real good. He's just a neat looking buck. So, got real close to killing him, but so it keeps us out of here, I guess. We're gonna stay at it.
Thanks for watching part 1 of Derek and Quinn's Rough Cut. Next week, the arrows will start flying.
All right, so we're here with Jared, one of the owners of Lone Wolf. What would you say to the guy who is concerned with the price of a Lone Wolf?
Well, what you're seeing, there's a lot of guys nowadays that are trying to mimic or copy our style and our climbing sticks and our stands. And I think what they found when you start doing that, there's not that much price difference anymore. And one thing you're getting with the Lone Wolf is value, because I tell you, if you've owned, I know you guys use the Lone Wolf stands, you got stands that have been around for 15 years and you're still using them. These stands will literally, if you keep up on the maintenance on them, they'll last you a lifetime, and they're quiet 10 years from now, just like they were the day you bought it. So many guys now, I mean, $800 to $1,000 setup on a bow is nothing. I mean, that's average. And to skimp on a tree stand that allows you to get in there quietly and get an opportunity to even use that expensive bow on a deer without blowing him out, having a stand squeak. Some of the features, you know, when you lift up the seat, the confidence in knowing that that seat is not going to make a squeak when you've got a buck of a lifetime walking in under your set, that's very important. And I don't know if you can put a price on that if you're serious about killing a big whitetail. This is the Lone Wolf ladder stick. It was introduced new last year in 2011. Basically, it's very similar to our standard stick that we've had for years. It's got a pivoting step from right to left. You actually pin this system together on the ground and walk it up against a tree and strap it as you go. Some of those guys that have been mobile with Lone Wolf, getting up there in their years now want a stick that they can actually walk up against the tree. They can stay just as mobile as they ever were with the Lone Wolf standard 32-inch stick. These ladder sticks also stack just like the conventional stick right on any of these stands to be packable, be mobile as a hunter, dead quiet. The one thing that is so important to any of the tree stand manufacturers, not just Lone Wolf, we want guys to be safe. We want you wearing your safety harness. Safety is number one. You need to be attached from the ground up at all times. This is our Alpha Tech safety harness we introduced last year. It's got the neoprene yoke and pad. Comes standard with our carabiner rope assembly with the Prusik knot. It also comes with a double carabiner linesman's rope assembly that functions the same. Allows you to stay attached at all times when you're climbing. It's got simple adjustments. Every adjustment is actually hidden underneath a neoprene pad or a cover, so there's no clicking, no metal-to-metal contact anywhere, which is really important. We want to stay as quiet as possible when we're setting up our Lone Wolf stands. But again, the Lone Wolf Alpha Tech harness has been a really good seller for us. Again, wear your safety all times, connected, and stay safe.